Good morning to all the Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to the 334th meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. Congratulate you all for this, whoever present in this meeting. This early morning, you all present here. It is a very blessings, I can say. Now let us start with a small exercise or small game, I can say. I'm going to call out few of you people here. When I say you with the Toastmasters name, then you all should say wake up. If I just say just the name, then you should all remain silent. It's okay?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Karthik,
Wake up.
Alex Jacob, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar,
Wake up.
Naunida, Toastmaster Alex Jacob.
Wake up.
Okay, I think you people are, wake up for the meeting, wonderful meeting today. We have a wonderful education session. And now, as everybody in their life has a mission, likewise, as the Toastmasters Club also has the mission. Our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their leadership skills, resulting in their personal growth and self-confidence. Before we get into the meeting, there are three ground rules to be followed during the entire meeting. The rule number one is, since it is a virtual meeting, mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking and put off your camera on when you may be distracting the speaker. Rule number two, as Toastmasters, we should not speak about sex, religion, and politics. So kindly refrain from speak about these three topics during the meetings. Rule number three, do not cross talk and unmute when the speaker is on speaking. Now I am going to introduce the amazing Toastmaster, our presiding officer. He is 56 years young and originally from Hyderabad and settled in Chennai for last 24 years. He enjoys with people and strongly believes that anything can be done as a team. He enjoys music of all genders and reading books. He keen on working on environmental issues. He admires Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. After a break from 35 years of work in India and MNCs, now he started his entrepreneurial journey to do something back to the world and the people. Now I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Sadish Kumar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms Daniel Andrew. Thanks for the such brief introduction. But there's something missing in that. Not very happy about the introduction. By far, I'm the shortest president of Wake Up Chennai Club, I think. I don't know if this record can be broken. What do you say, Alex? So, just that on a lighter side. Okay, we'll move on with the meeting. Good morning and welcome to all the Toastmasters and guests attending today, the 334th meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. I just start the meeting with a question for all of us to ponder with. Why did I wake up and join a Toastmasters meeting today? Any volunteers with a quick answer?
For some learning.
Can I have a quick answer? Why did I wake up and join the, I mean, it's for you, question is for you.
To learn
Thank
something.
Okay. Thanks, Alex. You said commitment and discipline. Any other responses? Okay. Toastmaster Natarajan, I think you responded, but it was not clear to us.
Yeah, to learn something, to gain some knowledge.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Uh, okay. We will move on with the meeting. There was a person, there is a person about whom I was reading, and that is Eli Shafi, an author, a consultant, a motivational speaker. She was diagnosed with cancer in 2019, and when she was in the doctor's room, the doctor started narrating on what is right or wrong with her and what is presumably ahead of her. That is when she took a decision to challenge the status quo. She has decided there's no more playing small, and she has become one of the persons who is full of expression, full of energy, and she has come out of the shadows. And all this because she just had one question: why? What is the purpose? And with that question, just one word, why, she got many answers, and her trajectory of career has changed, and she won again as the cancer. In any case, that was just one thing. Apart from that, she has become famous, she has become an author, she has become a great speaker. And that is the reason I started the meeting today with all of us with that question, why? I know we all have a purpose and why we are joining a meeting like this at 7 a.m. in the morning on a working day where we are mid of the week where we must be thick of the things in the office or workplace. And it's important that we understand our purpose, from where we get all the answers and we change the course of our life. I think Sir Ralph Smedley had a strong answer for this why question. That is the reason we all are here in 101st year of the Toastmasters, trying to find answer for our why. Once we have the why clear and guiding principle of respect, integrity, service, and excellence will take us through the journey. If we follow these fundamental principles, our why that has a purpose beyond me will come through. It is important that we remind ourselves and rise every day with respect, integrity, service, and excellence. On this note, I declare the meeting 334 open. We are a club where we are guided by a past district director, past district 120 director, past division directors, DTMs, and current division director. And today we are joined by a distinguished person. In spite of busy schedule, woke up and joined the meeting. Please join me in welcoming District 120 Program Quality Director, DTM Vinod Kumar. Thank you, Vinod, for joining us. we also have few guests joined us today. Can we have a brief introduction from the guests? Yamini or any guest who would like to just give a quick introduction?
Hi, sir. Able to hear me?
Yes, Raja.
Yeah. I am Rajesh Brahmani. I'm in Chennai past 8 years. I'm working in one of the leading pharmaceutical industry past 7.5 years. I'm from analytical background. I have total 17 years experience in IT, all in analytical. Last week I spoke to Navaneet to understand this Toastmaster. He guided me the process and the procedure, those things. And that was so fascinating. So I decided to join today's. He told to join 1 or 2 sessions as a guest, and he asked me to go through how this session is going on and understand that. So I decided to join. So that's how I'm here, Satish.
Thank you so much, Raja. Thanks for taking the bold step. How did you come to know about the Toastmasters at all?
While surfing internet, Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Please keep joining our meetings. I'm sure you'll find the value as we go
Thank
forward.
you, thank you. Thanks for welcome.
Any other guests who would like to introduce themselves? Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ruman Natarajan. You have been joining our meetings very regularly. Thanks so much for joining us today as well. And with that, we will move on. I would like to now invite Toastmaster Navaneet Krishnan, who has stepped in to read the Secretary's report, the absence of our Secretary Toastmaster Keshav. Toastmaster Navaneet Krishnan, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Good morning, everyone. I'm reading out the minutes of meeting 333 the last week, Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Meeting over Zoom started by our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew at 7:05 a.m., followed by presidential address by President's presiding officer, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. The ExCom members present, President Toastmaster Satish Kumar, Vice President Education Toastmaster Sivakumaran, Vice President Membership Toastmaster Navaneet Krishnan, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, and our Treasurer is Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. The members present, the attendees, Distinguished Toastmaster Alex, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, Toastmaster Dr. Murugeshan, Toastmaster Bala, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, Toastmaster Navaneet Krishnan, Toastmaster Sivakumar Gurusamy, Toastmaster Karthik, Toastmaster Arun Vignesh from CSF Toastmasters Club, Toastmasters Kumaravel, Toastmaster Uma Nataraj, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, Guest Nirmala Jaipal, Guest Milton Madhavan, Guest Krishnan, Guest Divyadarshini, and Guest Baba Ahmed. Presiding officer Toastmaster Satish Kumar addressed the gathering. Guests were asked to introduce themselves and before the commencement. Presiding officer Toastmaster Satish Kumar invites the Toastmaster of the day. Members with meeting role were introduced. The Toastmaster of the day was initially it was Toastmaster Bala, but he had to leave due to some emergency, and Toastmaster Dr. Murugeshan has taken over. And then table topic master is Toastmaster Satish Kumar, general evaluator is Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob, grammarianus was Toastmaster Karthik, our counter was Toastmaster Navaneet Krishnan, and the timer was Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. The prepared speeches were presented by Speaker 1, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, as he delivered his speech titled The Brighter Side of Everything. And the speaker number 2 was Toastmaster Sivakumaran, as he delivered a speech titled The Coconut Moment, How Distractions Waste Our Time. Post speech session. An energetic table topic was conducted by Toastmaster Satish Kumar, followed by evaluations were presented, and the evaluators were Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, evaluated distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's speech, and Toastmaster Arun Vignesh evaluated Toastmaster Shivakumaran's speech. Followed by reports were presented by the tag team and the general evaluated distinguished Toastmaster Alex Shekhar. And the club awards were presented for that day. The best evaluator was Toastmaster Arun Vignesh from the CSF Toastmasters Club. Best table topic speaker was Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Best prepared speech speaker was distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Best tag role player was Toastmaster Karthik. And the best role player was distinguished Toastmaster Alex Shekhar. Feedback about the hybrid meeting and the club was taken from the guests, and meeting then adjourned at 8:50 a.m. by our presiding officer, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navneet Krishnan, for reading out the Secretary's report. If there are any amendments to be done, please get back to Navneet Krishnan. We will do the necessary changes and publish it. Thank you so much for that. Now, to proceed further with the meeting, there is a Toastmaster of the day who is going to take care of all the proceedings. A very interesting person who is always ready to take up roles, a fitness freak who has seen the world. Rather, he is our discoverer of our world, who sailed from continent to continent, and with no difficulties, whether he is on the seas, he's docked, or he's at home. He never misses a meeting, only limitation being the proper connectivity. And today he has joined us from the land of opportunities, United States of America. Let us welcome Toastmaster Karthik to take care of the Toastmaster of the Day role. Welcome, Karthik.
Thank you, President Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, it's going to be an exciting and insightful session. We have an educational session today. Typically, a Toastmaster meeting consists of prepared speeches, followed by table topic session, followed by evaluation segments. As this is a special meeting, we have an experienced Toastmaster Vinod Kumar. He's going to give an educational session on from self-doubt to the fearless. That's why we all have joined Toastmasters. It's right, like we self-doubt ourselves and to get out of the public speaking fear. Before introducing the educational speaker, I would like to introduce the timer for today's meeting. For today's meeting, the timer is Toastmaster Siva G. Yes. So to introduce about him, he is working as a technical account manager in Ericsson India Global Services, Chennai. Expertise in telecom, IT domain, handling Europe and Middle East business. His hobbies is travel freak and is a food lover. He has joined Toastmasters to elevate his leadership skills to next level and effectively addressing the public. Please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Siva Ji to introduce his role objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Siva.
Hi, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as timer is to monitor the time during the prepared speeches, table topics, but today's is education session, and then followed by that we have a Q&A, and then the table topic will be presented today. And for the education session, I will show green light at 5 minutes, yellow light at the 6th minute, and the red light at 7th minute. Green light at 15th minute, yellow light at 20th minute, red light at 25th minute. And the Q&A session, green light at 3rd minute, yellow at 4th minute, and the red at 5 minute. For the TTM, I will show green light at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and then red light at 2 minutes. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. Thank you, Team Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivaji. Now, let's give an introduction about our educational speaker, Toastmaster Vinod Kumar. Toastmaster Vinod Kumar is a visionary leader and a general manager at Lauritz Knudsen, Electrical and Automation, a business unit of Schneider Electric India Private Limited. Since beginning his career in 2008, he has been redefining operational impact and people leadership. With a solid academic foundation, BE in electrical engineering, MBA in finance, MTech in manufacturing management, and a master's in data science, he has blended technical brilliance with strategic foresight to drive transformation at every level, deeply committing to the growth and development of people. In his 7-year Toastmaster journey, he has charted over 30 clubs, a true trailblazer. He became the first ever trio member elected from outside Chennai and the first Smedley Distinguished Club Growth Director of District 120. Now, as Program Quality Director of District 120, he brings the same commitment to elevating standards through excellence. His journey continues to inspire emerging leaders not just to aspire, but to take action. Whether it's on the factory floor or the Toastmaster stage, he leads with heart, vision, and a relentless drive to uplift people and performance alike. For him, it's not just about program quality, it's about leading people with quality. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vinod Kumar for the educational session. Toastmaster Vinod Kumar, the stage is yours.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. I hope I'm audible. Can you please show a thumbs up? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, right. Unfortunately, my home always have network glitches, and the network glitches will become more prominent and prudent whenever I'm having an education session. So this is an invariable thing which I keep conquering. Let's get into the session. And before I go into the session, thank you so much for waking up so early. It must be difficult for many of you, and Wake Up Toastmasters Club must be challenging. When I joined Toastmasters and I heard this Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club, and I learned that it's about people. The meeting starts at 7 a.m. That itself, wow, that's something brilliant. And kudos that you have been doing this consistently, which is really, really important. And more than that, whatever you have been demonstrating, my education session is little probably a cherry on the top. Now, what I'm trying to talk about today is about the doubts and the self-limiting beliefs that we always or encounter many a times. And the solutions that I'm proposing are something not invented, but these are something which I've learned it over a period of 17 years in my corporate journey, along with 7 years of Toastmaster experience. So whenever I encounter a self-limiting belief, I thought, and these are the tips that's helping me, and that is helping me to navigate through challenges, and that is helping me to be successful and come out of it. And that's what I thought I will share it with you all. And I have also have this input shared and discussed, and people found it very useful, and I hope it would be the same with you as well. Before I move on, I would like to understand small demographics of the audience profile that will help me to moderate the content according, so that will help to cater to the needs of all sort of audience who are here. So I would request you to take your mobile and then go to menti.com and then help me answering these 3 questions that I'm going to show it to you. I have only 3 questions. So if you can just go into log into menti.com. I don't know. Okay. So is my screen visible? Yes, it's visible. Okay. So menti.com is the site that you need to go, and this is the code that you need to enter. 76916015. I hope all of you are able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, thank you. So 18 of you have responded, and you'll also be able to see the screen as you might see. A considerable number of people are here having a total professional experience of more than 12 years. And here is the next question. So that will again help me to all right, great. This implies that we have 13 people who are less than 2 years. So we all have some job to do here. And here is where I need your thoughts. What are the self doubts that we frequently encounter? It's just a word a count or word play, so you can share whatever that comes to your mind. What are the frequent self limiting doubts that you frequently encounter? Okay, I can't do it. I'm shy, people judging me, script format, communication, time to prepare. I'm not good at inferiority complex. I'm impactful, audience engagement, perfectionism. I'm a great speaker, time to prepare, time versus effects, what others think. I'm not good at. I'm good at my decision, fear of meeting expectations, not knowing the sum word. Is it okay? Embarrassed, communication, audience engagement. What do they think? All right. Okay. So thank you. With the I'll stop the screen sharing. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I don't know, my video is not working for some strange reason. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay, fine. Let me go ahead with this. So what we thought and what we shared are the self-limiting beliefs that comes, and we have shared that we have more than 12 years of experience and probably less than 2 years of experience. So in Toastmasters. So I thought I will share with you on the typical solutions or actions that we need to take, right? So I will just share my screen on. Oh, my screen is visible. Right. Okay. So what are the typical ways in which we can conquer our self-limiting beliefs? Okay. So the first thing is, yes, some of us mentioned, am I good enough? Am I a good speaker? Will I be able to engage audience? Some of these thoughts are good to have because that will constantly challenge us, make us to think something newly. It will help us to uh, n- come out of a comfort zone. These are few things that are something important. So one essential thing, be it not just for Toastmasters, not just for our speaker elements. See, whatever I'm going to share, it is something please correlate in all possible words that you have. It is not just only with reference to Toastmasters. Wherever you want to implement, wherever you want to apply, you are free to go ahead. But whatever I'm going to share is something is not just essential to Toastmaster, but this is something that is helping me everywhere, right? So one essential quality that I always have is whenever I get into a new job profile or getting a new assignment on something, I always go into, is this the best possible thing? Is this something that is okay to do? And that's when the dissatisfaction comes. So the more we are dissatisfied with the current, which is perpetually dissatisfaction to the status quo, this is my favorite quote, which means when something exists, right? So do not get satisfied with it. You continuously challenge it, see what best you can do there. So perpetual dissatisfaction to status quo means endlessly dissatisfied with something that exists. See what you as an individual can do to make it better. Now, when we do that, it will naturally push out of our comfort zone. So remaining dissatisfied at all possible times in terms of what state are we, or what is something that we are handling it. So this is something that will help us. In case if you feel that I'm already a proficient speaker, that is a thought probably that will think from our growth journey. So let's see that, okay, if I'm good, how I can be better. So this is a thinking that will always help us, and that will put us or expose us to many scenarios, and then it will help us to conquer that. The second thing is facing the uncertainty, right? So what are some things that is uncertain and how we can conquer that? Let's say driving. Okay, so I would like to have few answers. How is the, like, I'm sure everyone, when we took a cycle or a scooter or a car for that first time, what is something that we faced? Can I have a few answers?
Fear. You fell down.
Fear. Fear of falling down. And how did we overcome?
Like
Over the
initially
time,
when we
once we
learn
started
cycling,
using it.
Sorry, ma'am.
when we learn cycling, always there is somebody there to support us from behind. And when
Okay.
so we go in that momentum, and suddenly we realize that person is not there, and we are going on our own. So
Huh.
always we believe that there is a support behind.
Okay, brilliant. That's a good thought. You always have somebody to support, and even if someone is supporting, we should have the courage to go ahead, right? But there is always this fear of falling down, dashing on someone. But how did we overcome, or what are the steps that we have taken to do that?
Once we write continuously, then it's a habitual that we are going on our the learnings.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. When there is something that we are not clear about, or when something that we are facing, or when there is something that we are fearing about, the only way to conquer it is facing it. There is no other option. There is no other solution that one can think of. The more we fear, the longer we stay away from it, it is not going to go away from us. It's only going to follow us and chase us. The only way that we have to overcome something is facing the uncertainty. That's the only way that we can do it. Okay. Then third is reviewing our association. So this is a very important element, that we are always the average of 5+ people with whom we are associating ourselves with. That's something very true. Imagine in case if you are trying to work with someone who always instill negative talks, who's always trying to put you down, it means you will always feel it inferior. Imagine someone, there's a support system where you always, as Uma ma'am said, that I have a support system behind, so I am confident to move ahead with my challenges. I can go with cycling, and the moment I realize that I'm getting confident, I'll be on my own. So this is the support system that is always there. Try to be with people, and that's what mentoring in Toastmasters is offering, that amazing opportunity. Because every year, with whatever role that I take, and the opportunity to network with people increases, and with each new set of people whom I meet, they're teaching me new things, and I'm learning new things from them. So we are always an average of 5 rule, means there are something that might be working, and you feel you are confident on certain things, but when that is being challenged and that's being conflicted, then you will always able to think better. imagine a situation where you'll always feel very, very proud, and then you always have a set of people who always keep appreciating you. It means that you feel that, okay, I think I'm doing good. So this is something that is not going to help us. So we should always try and review our association to see what sort of self-limiting beliefs that we get. These self-limiting beliefs are going to challenge us, or the self-limiting beliefs are going to put us down. That is going to be determined by the people surrounding us. So we should always be associated, or we should always be conscious with the people that whom we are associating with. And one of the important success factor for me is Toastmasters. And if you see, Vinod, what is something that you've learned in Toastmasters that you're so proud about it? I feel that we should always, the first question or the first point, right? So that is something I've been working on that is helping me to success. But one change in thought process that I've got from my mentor is, uh, after you do, when you do change something, when you are changing something, is this the best in the world? If it is not best in the world, try and see what is best in the world and try to work on this to excel this. This is a thought provoking or a change in mindset that I've received when I was a division director. And this is something that I've received from one of the area directors, Toastmaster Sridhar Ranganathan. So he always believes that, so if there is something working and something there is set up, try and see what is the best in the world and you work towards crossing that benchmark. So why did I say this is an example that this is something that we can always associate ourselves with? And when we have the right set of mentors, when we have individuals who can contribute and trigger your ideas, we always think better. That's what I wanted to share on reviewing our association. Okay. So the next thing is focusing on the small picture. So what is something focusing on the small picture is making you to think about? I'll just stop my screen sharing for some time. So I would like to have some thoughts from you.
Like small roles, picking up small roles and then winning or getting best role player or that, and then slowly.
All right, thank you. That's a thought process. I mean, I accept. And any other thoughts that's coming?
Show up always.
Sorry.
Show up.
Show up always. Okay, right. So let me go there. This is something, a wonderful learning that I've received from one of the books that I've read, which is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So he talks about focusing on the small picture. That's a terminology that I've actually eventually coined. But he spoke about circle of influence and circle of control. So those who read the book will be able to appreciate the thought. Okay, let us say that in any problem, so there are something, let's say that I'm in this zone and I'm surrounded by problems. Okay, and then you have so many things to keep worrying about. Why it is not happening the way that I'm expecting? What is something that I can do? Why the world is like this? Why people are talking like this? What people will think? So these are some things that will keep concerning us about, right? In every situation, there is one thing that is always possible for us to see or focus into the small picture that will help us to move forward, right? So there is one element that we can control, at least one element out of so many things that we'll always be able to control. When we start focusing this and be grateful about the blessings that we have in this situation, that will always help us to move forward. So when we say this circle of influence is something, the smallest thing that I can work on, and we start focusing on that, that will help us to remain positive, identify, focus on solution rather than focus on problems approach. That will help us to navigate out of challenges. The more we focus on the one thing that I can control about, the one thing that I can see, the one thing I can work on, eventually what you see is your circle of concern, something that you will have to keep bothering about, naturally shrinks, and the circle of influence naturally expands. Okay, so this is the circle of concern that we have. The more we focus on the small picture, the more will be the opportunity for us to work on, and the circle of influence expands. So this is something, it's not just theoretical, it's not philosophical. Try this, focus on those things that you're really able to control. This naturally works, and that's been working for me, and I'm sure it'll work for you, right? So the next point that I wanted to share with you is on be a change master. Okay, so all of us faces changes, right? Some way or the other, all of us face changes, but how to handle the changes, how to navigate the changes. There is one philosophy of change which I learned it during 2008 as part of one of my training programs, and that's something very very helpful for me to navigate the change, to understand which phase of the change I am, thereby that is helping me to move faster and handle changes. Because in these 7+ years I have handled around 6+ plant heads, and I have around 8+ job rotations. So each of this is a change for me. But how did I navigate this after understanding this fundamental of being how a change process works? There are 3 guarantees of change which we all have to go through. The first being, I'm not sure if my screen is visible to you. I'm only seeing a blank screen in the other thing. Is my screen
Yes,
visible?
yes. Screen is not visible.
Yeah.
Okay, is it just now or always?
It's
No, just
earlier
one.
it was visible, Vinod. Now we see only the blank screen.
Thank you. Good, I had a backup screen to understand this. Were you able to see the Excel that I have drawn some time back? Yeah. I hope you can see now.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Vinod.
Yes,
Right.
now it is
So,
okay.
so being the change master is something that I want to talk about. There are 3 guarantees of change. Okay. No matter how hard you try, change will not go away. No matter how better you plan, always there is something that's going to go wrong. And each one of us is going to make the change work. These are 3 important elements that is necessary for us to understand about change, face change, and move on. So I'll repeat: the change will not go away, it will only go faster. The more we stay away, the more it will chase us. Each one of us is accountable to make the change work. That is the second important thing to note about. And then no matter how better you plan, there's always something that's going to go wrong. So these are some things that we have to be very very cautious about the change. So one important element I must say that we should think on, especially from the change perspective, is uh, let's say that this is point A and this is the point B that you want to work on, right? Okay, it's not coming or it's not visible. Okay, these are the yellow thing that I'm trying to draw here. Okay, so this is your point A and this is your point B to which you are going to work on. Make it big. So when you try to take, or when you are a person who's supposed to navigate this change, or you're trying to lead a team who's supposed to navigate this change, so these are the areas or potential areas where you'll get self doubts. Am I going to go do? Am I able to do this? Am I able to navigate this change? These are something that will come and trigger a thought process. So how to go about it? Naturally, the the curve is not like this always. It won't be always like this. It will always be like from starting from this point, a downward spiral, and it'll go upward. That's the natural phenomenon. Now how this phenomenon goes, when something we are trying to change, naturally there's going to be a dip, because we need to work with a lot of people who has to navigate the change, who has to understand the change, who has to move on. So naturally there's a downward spiral, and then we'll have to reach. Now, how this downward spiral has to be classified is into 4 zones. And again, this is not a philosophy, but this is something is really working, right? What is the first what is the first reaction that we get when we go and tell someone a change? They'll naturally say no, the denial. And you, even it is for us, there is something, let's say that let's do it something, let's try to change the script this way, which we have been finding it successful. One thing that naturally comes to us, it has been working all along so far, why I'm expected to change? The first resistance that comes is denial. So it is easy to, okay, it is easy. First thing that when we understand, yes, this is a natural process. When I'm saying something for the first time or a newly, it is always that's going to, the answer that I'm going to get is no. Many times we stop or giving up at this point without realizing it's a natural phenomenon we have to go through, and that's when many change drops. So when we understand the first reaction, it's okay to get no. It's natural to get no. That denial phase, if we move on, the next phase that comes from the people with whom you're working on the change is the resistance part. So somehow what they will do, at least to make you wrong, at least to prove you wrong, they will start working in such a way that it's not going to, and that's when the resistance phase comes. So while they do it, they naturally see there is something that's going to work, and this is the denial phase, and this is the resistance phase, and then this comes the exploration phase. The exploration phase, when we can be sustained, or when we are strong and the resilience in this phase, naturally we'll be able to drive people to this stage. And that's when the people start understanding how it is going to help. What is that I'm going to do? Now, this is something I cannot avoid. So what is something I can do? And that's when the exploration phase comes. And finally, the deep commitment naturally comes. So when we navigate through these phases on denial, resistant, exploration, commitment, from point A to point B, the transition will be easier. But all that it is required, when I mean easier, you will have to understand, okay, when I'm saying something, this person is resisting or this person is now exploring. So if we are conscious about the stages that we are in, sometimes it can so happen denial phases for a very long time, whereas exploration commitment actually happens quickly. Or sometimes the resistance phase is so long that you have to be so resilient that you have to navigate people to the exploration stage. So as long as we are okay, or as long as we are understanding the phases in which we are in, we'll be able to navigate the change easily. And the more we are understanding this process or this fundamental, we'll be able to be a change master. My last point for today is what now, right? So what now is something there is always one thing that we can always change about it. Okay, this is something we have to keep it in mind. There are always, I'm sure, the quotes that you must have heard is, right, if whenever an opportunity knocks the door, make use of it. And later the thought process come into such a way that if there is no door, break the wall, right? So this is how we have to see, if something is not working, this thought process of what now will always help us to take it forward. Now, what is one thing that I can do, what is one thing that I can change about it, will always help us to navigate the self-limiting beliefs, right? So what is something that is uncommon, what is something that you are not comfortable with the slide that I've shown just now in these 6 points? Is there something that you wanted to share?
The spelling of 4 to 5 words is wrong.
Okay, so where you like, I read an introduction of for around 10 minutes for this fellow. This fellow is not even knowing these basic spellings. Did you think about this, Karthik?
No, but I thought you purposely did it because
Okay.
I like, you know,
Let's
all
say for the first two sentences when
no,
you read.
for the
what
first for the first 5 thing I was thinking maybe it's some typo, typing error.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then once it
Very
started coming,
uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. See, you don't have a choice other than saying this, but at least I read this long introduction to this guy. This guy is even committing basic typos, correct?
nah, that was little bit you know, different for me.
Odd. Okay. Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't have to express your entire thoughts. I understand about it. Any other thoughts? When you see the slide, what is something that you're not comfortable about?
I thought it's some gibberish language something. Initially.
Okay, right. Thank you, timer. I have only one slide, so I've noted it down. I will end up with this. Thank you so much. There are now. I think we have time for question and answers, or it's done.
No, we have time for question and answer. 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thanks. So now I have only one more slide. So we'll in the meanwhile, I thought I will have this. So this is something I wanted to purposely put because the more we are dissatisfied to the status quo, and that's when I wanted to say that you want to, okay, one of you have responded in the chat, maybe it is to think differently and accept change with the mindset. Yes. So that's what I wanted you to test. Some of you might be wondering, okay, dissatisfied, probably this person must have made the slide in a hurry and he has made it, and 2-3 errors, and then you got used to, okay, this fellow has done it intentionally, right? So this is when we start challenging something, when we start accepting this. First was denial. When I put the slide, you said no, this typo, I don't know, I'm not able to bear it. Second, you become resistant. I don't have a choice, he has come into the session, I have to listen anyway for the 20 minutes. And third is you started later exploring, okay, he has some purpose, he's done it something because I'm finding it everywhere, and finally you have to accept it. More than the typos, it's about the thought process, that is something is going to be valuable. So okay, this is how we have to navigate on the self doubts and self changes. One last slide before I move on. So with the consistent okay sir, I have to smile or laugh at this. Consistent mistakes can be seen as a norm. All right, I'm not sure if it is okay everywhere, but thank you so much for bringing this thought. With that said, okay, now that we saw what are the common self-limiting beliefs that we have, how to navigate it, all this we saw, right? So now, is it okay to encounter self-limiting belief? Yes or no? I just need an yes or no that you can type it in the chat box. I don't have another Menti flyer, but if you feel that it is okay, then just you can type, is it okay to encounter a self-limiting belief? Yes or no? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Satish, for sharing this. Okay, Bilal is saying yes. Thank you, Bilal. Okay. Everyone is saying yes. Is it after the session? And so everyone is now ready and geared up to move on, encountering the self-limiting belief. From today onwards, I'm going to knock off every self-limiting belief. Brilliant. Thanks, Shivakumar. Change management. So he's typing in S in Tamil. Good. I like that. I'm not sure if it is going to be your usual answer, but S is something different and I accept the change. Right. So the question is, yes, it is okay to encounter the self-limiting belief as long as it is helping us to knock off our complacency. In case if you feel that I'm okay, I'm doing whatever I'm doing is okay, I'm very, very comfortable, and that's when your self-limiting belief should trigger you, should charge you to move forward. Again, I'm saying I'm not only referring with reference to Toastmasters, be it your speech script. If you're comfortable with one particular delivery style and you feel that I have mastered this art, then that's a complacency which is not okay. And as long as your self-limiting beliefs, am I tuning to the audience, can I do it in a better way, and it's okay to have that self-limiting belief. But in case if it is shattering your confidence, no, you're not at all okay. It is not okay to what you are. And if it is shattering your confidence, it is not okay. And that's when you have to resort to your mentor. You have to identify those 5 people who will always help you, to support you, that support system that Umama mentioned. Have that support system, the confidence that will help you to take the cycle and move on. No matter wherever I feel, I'll always have a support system to bang on. As long as our associations are clear, as long as we constantly question something that is existing perfectly, if we try and improve on this, we'll be moved out of our comfort zone. And let us work on to accept the change, work on those smaller things that we can work on, and keep checking what is one thing that I can do now, what is something, there is some one possible opportunity that I can work on, what is something that I can work on. And finally, if you accept a limiting belief, it will become a truth for you. So let's understand and accept whatever self-limiting beliefs, whether it is helping me to knock off my complacency or it's shattering my confidence. It's always help us to constantly aim us to move towards the growth journey. And in case if it's shattering your confidence, it's time to reach out your mentor. Right. But this is what I wanted to share it with all of you. So self-doubts are quite okay. It's good to have, but let's try and see that is aiming us to push and drive it forward. And that's when we'll be able to grow. This is a concluding note that I wanted to share it with you all. Thank you so much for listening on this very morning. And with this, I'll end my session. In case if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Hi, Vinod, I have a question. Though we do not like to talk about politics, but office politics is a part of life for all of us in profession. So, and definitely self-limiting beliefs is one thing which keeps us, without the limits of freedom. So, how do we handle that?
Okay, sir. Okay, I've learned one lesson from, again, see, if you say you are reviewing association in Toastmasters, right? So I said a lot, you're always an average of 5 people. I've learned something very timely on one thing on politics. Do you like politics, sir? I asked one question, he was asking another question.
I don't like politics.
Okay, fine. Okay, so one lesson which helped me to learn better is it is okay. Whether you like it or not is something is different story. Okay, there are few people without doing politics they cannot exist. Okay, so they will always there to do politics. But whether we like politics or not is something we'll have to keep it aside. In order for us to navigate the challenges, we should know politics to know it is a politics, right? So we should know politics to defend ourselves. That's very, very important. So whether we get into this or not is something not in our control. But one important lesson that was told to me, Vinod, whether you like politics or not, the same question that I was asked. Okay. So I said, no, sir. They said, if you don't like politics, it's perfectly fine, but you should know politics to defend you. Only then you will be able to move forward. So why did I say this? Is knowing politics is important. Is at least then you know, oh, there is something going against me. Okay, there are many people who are so innocent that they don't know something is politics, right? So this is a thought process that helped me. Many times I felt, okay, let that person do whatever he or she is doing. Why should I even get into it? Because that's their nature. But sometimes what happens, ultimately you continuously getting a victim of it. So it is sometimes it is better to know that it is a politics, so you have to better stay away and try to correct your course of action so that you don't get victimized by that. So this is one thought. I'm not sure if I directly answered your question, but it helped me to understand many things and change my strategies as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you for asking that. And if you
Thank
see,
you so
this
much.
was just I learned in 2024. I must say, in the 17 years, I only learned in 2024, and that too in Toastmasters. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Satish, Shivakumaran here. My question is, what do you say about comfort zone and the laziness that comes after, follows the comfort zone, which is obviously restricting restricting us to make the changes, right? We are feeling that whatever we have achieved or whatever the place we are in is so comfortable, but we know we have to go ahead in life and take new opportunities. But still, I'm feeling comfortable and cozy in my place. I'm not pushing myself to move further.
Yeah, thank you, Shivakumaran, for sharing this thought. Yes, it is quite natural. But if you see, there is something called as Parkinson's law, which states that work expands to the available time, right? So many times when we see that this laziness is quite natural for everyone, we will be given an opportunity as long as I will stay in my bed. Today, again, I would say for this case, right? So I have something to I have to travel and I need to pack a lot. I have an opportunity to say no for the session. I have an opportunity to take up this session, try and tune it to this so that this helps to this particular set of audience. Okay, so now today I've learned it. Today I've learned something, and from you all from attending this session. So that is something that's going to help me. Now what is it is all the choice that we need to make whether I'm going to take it up or not, and that's when the comfort zones are away. I would say commit first and then rest will follow. Sometimes we, in order to figure out the entire thing, we would need to, we will wait, we'll think about it. Even the role that I've signed up right now, what I thought or what my mentors advised me or something different from what I'm facing now. Okay. So, but once you get into it, we always have to look into the first step and the courage to move forward. And once that is done, you have no opportunity to go back because you're already middle of it. The only way to cross forward, and that's a big risk that many times we need to take. Even it's as good as changing jobs, where we feel that it's going to be good, where we might see a boss worse than what we faced somewhere else. So all these are chances that we keep navigating it. But again, the circle of concern, circle of influence is really, really helping us. As long as we are focused about it, we'll be able to navigate faster. But one thing that we as an individual has to do is, yes, I have to move out of a comfort zone. That's really, really important.
Thank you.
Any other question, or we can end this session as the time is running out?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. And back to you, Toastmaster Karthik. Sorry to put you into an uncomfortable zone with a lot of typos and damaging your introduction. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinod Kumar, for that wonderful and insightful session and eye opener. It's like, now we feel that motivation, okay, we have to come out of the comfort zone and all that, but how long it lasts matters. Maybe after a week, we forget everything and then we get back to again the same, comfortable zone. Thank you again. I'm sure we can take away some great tips. I've already noted down all your slides. So
Without
thank you.
typos, right?
Yeah.
Without typos.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you once again. And let's move on to our next most interesting session, which is our table topic session. And do I have the table topic master DTM Priyan or yes? Okay. I could see Toastmaster Bala also has put DTM. Please rename. Mm. So to introduce about our table topics master, Toastmaster Priyan. She is a distinguished Toastmaster, a nature lover, former software engineer and project manager, currently running her own finance business, past marathoner, the first division director of District 120. She is a producer of multi-award winning short movie Anne. And she is a passionate Toastmaster since 2012 and she has been in various roles all the way 13 years. And please help me in welcome Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank. Over to you, DTM Priyank.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Zoom Master, can you please give me screen share access?
Yes, yes. Done.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So today we are coming to the table topic session in our special meeting. The topics are aligned to our education session title. The ground rules for table topics is you have to talk for at least 1 minute. At 1 minute, you will see the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow card. At 2 minutes, you will be shown the red card. Then you have 30 seconds grace time to wrap up. If you talk less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you will be disqualified and will not be included in the voting. That the topics will be given on the spot and you can talk against the topic or along the topic or anything that comes to your mind, a variation of the topic which you would like to share with others. So except the SA President, TMOD and TT Master, I can give the topic for others so that everybody gets a chance to speak. Once they get a chance, I'll come back to the role players. Is there anyone who is willing to take a topic? Okay, I see you, ma'am, raised the hand. Just give me 1 second. Can you choose a number between 1 and 15, ma'am?
9.
9. Okay. Give me 1 second, the screen is stuck. Okay, hope you're able to see my screen. You're able to
Yes.
see the topic?
Topic I'm not able to see.
Topic you're not able to see? Okay, then I'll just stop sharing. So your topic is describe a self-doubt to victory moment. Describe a self-doubt to victory moment. Uma Nadraj.
We all have self-doubt, right? That is what we all discussed just now. The self-limitations, saying whether I can be a great speaker, whether I can impact others, whether I can be more confident. So these are all the self-doubts that we have, and we have to overcome these if we have to move ahead in life. So I had one such self-doubt in me, saying whether I can win a humorous speech contest. And I participated in the club level contest, and I won, and I came to the area level. And there again, I was wondering whether I can compete with the other youngsters, because I'm already 58 now. And though I know that age is a number, I thought I may not be on par with the youngsters. But still, I made an attempt, and I went to the stage, I showed up and gave a speech too. And Viola, I didn't win. But then I proved myself that I can go on the stage and also give a speech and get an applause from others. Though I didn't win the speech though, but many people after the speech came and told me, "Ma'am, your speech was so good. We loved the speech." So it is not the prize that you win, but the impact that you create on others. So I felt that it's okay if I don't win the speech, but I created an impact in others. The topic that I chose was English is fun. And that really had an impact on the audience, and they came and congratulated me. So maybe this time I will try my best, and I may not be able to participate in the area contest since I'm traveling abroad, but I'll definitely give a good fight to my club by participating in the club contest. So go beyond your limitations and see that when you win, that feeling has to be experienced. So take it up and face the challenge, and you will see that you win. What do you think, Table Topic Master? Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your inspirational personal experience. That is true. When we get a doubt, I think if we are getting a doubt itself, we are capable of doing it. Otherwise, why we are getting that doubt? I see Divyadashini raised her hand. So, Divyadashini, can you choose a topic between 1 and 15 except 9?
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, Priyan, sorry to intervene. I think we're not able to see the timer card.
Yeah, he is putting in the chat. I think we can spotlight the timer, then the timer card will be visible. I will just give the topic and stop sharing. What is your pre-speech confidence booster? What is your pre-speech confidence booster, Divyadarshini?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good morning. What is your pre-speech? Can you hear me? Yeah. Pre-speech confidence booster. I would say before every speech, whatever it is a speech or any meeting, the preparation, I would say, how clear your preparations are, it would make you feel confident how when you are presenting or when you're talking to someone or when it is a stage also, the preparation matters. Maybe the topic from the topic you're selecting or the content you are getting or what are the activities you're planning for the when you're in the stage or when in the speech competition, how engaging you are. So every preparation comes to makes you feel confident when you are in the stage. So also like another one, maybe the encouragement from the fellow members, how they are supportive and how the feedbacks you are getting from the fellow members, whether they are encouraging you or what are the corrections, everything, the practice, everything, it boosts your confidence while you are on the stage. So I would say have someone to encourage you and also get consistent feedbacks from everyone. It makes you feel okay, we are on the right path, or we have to correct it on this path or the content. So I would say the preparation would be more important when you're getting out of the meeting or a stage or whatever. Yeah, I would say that is a confidence booster in my opinion. Yeah, over to you, Table Topics Master. Yeah.
Thank you, Devajashni, for sharing your thoughts on the topic. Yes, we all need some boost, like a Complan or a real boost before going to this stage. Thank you for sharing all the different points that we need to have the pre-boost before going to the stage. I see Sivakumaran raised his hand. Ready for a topic, Sivakumaran? 1 to 15,
Yes,
except 9 and 3.
8.
8, huh? Okay. Okay, it's a good one. Your advice to a doubting beginner. Your advice to a doubting beginner, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Yeah. So we are all a beginner at some point, and uh, obviously the self-doubt kicks in. We can't do it. We can't achieve it. The other person is so good. How we can make it? Somebody will influence us through the nepotism. So all these concepts, all these questions will be coming to us. But as a beginner, it is our first responsibility to try it out. From exams to appearing for client meetings to appearing for our Toastmasters meetings, or even convincing our friends to come to a movie or a trip. It is all starts with doubt whether our thoughts will be heard, or whether our uh, words will, our voice will be heard among the people. The doubt is always there for the beginners. But what I learned over the time is, if you consistently go, like what Vinod said, if you commit yourself that yes, you can do it, you can try it out and push forward over a period of time, whether people listen to us or not, but we get experience with the process and we get better over and over. So I tell myself every time, yes, today we are a beginner. In 3 months' time, we will be getting so good in the process. And once we know the process well, we can easily do the job well. Once we do the job well, people will always follow. Or we get excel in the process, whether to get a new job or to get a new, run a new process or run a new, company or some other firm. It is so easy. So don't doubt. Just jump into the well, and you will learn the swimming in a very shorter time. We don't have to keep our self doubt restricting us for a long time. That's what I would say, Priyan. Thanks for this stand and devotee.
Thank you for all the advice that you give to the beginners. I think anybody can take this advice. Thank you. Yes, definitely taking that action, taking that step, jumping in will remove all the doubts. Thank you for sharing that. I see Toastmaster Punitavati, our speaker spirit chair here, raising the hands for a table topic. Any number between
5,
1 and 15, except 9, 3,
5,
and 8, ma'am.
5.
5, okay. What if the mic stopped working? What if the mic stopped working? Toastmaster Punitavati.
Thank you for the topic. I wish I should switch off the mic and attempt how will I speak or how will I convey my thoughts to the audience over here. If my mic stopped working, one tip which I learned from Toastmaster Vinod's session today was to have a backup. Anyway, we'll definitely have a backup device, either a tablet or a laptop or a phone. And among three, minimum two is mandatory these days, which we carry with us. So one tip is I'll definitely have a backup device which mirrors me or which helps me to understand from an audience perspective. And the other thing is I'll try to share my screen so that helps me to convey my thoughts to the audience with in spite of the technical glitch. And the other thought is I may try to use this as an opportunity or this question of yours as a prompt to understand how AI can help me to be like a voice bot or something like that. So that'll help me to that'll help me to rescue if my mic doesn't work unexpectedly. So End of the day, even if your mic doesn't work, maybe you can log in and log off again. But still, it's the need of the heart to technically master ourselves to deliver at least our core message within the stipulated amount of time without disappointing our audience. So I would say it's high time that we explore all other methods and master ourselves to convey our message in spite of all the technical glitches, mic, screen, camera, anything for that matter. Thank you for this amazing prompt. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Punitavati, for giving so many tips if the mic really doesn't work. It was more of a fear that we have when we go to stage, what if the mic fails? But you came out with a very solution-oriented attempt on this topic. Thank you for sharing your perspectives. I see distinguished Toastmaster Alex raised his hand. Any number between 1 and 15 except 9, 3, 8, and 5.
6.
Sorry?
6.
6. When did you silence your inner critic? When did you silence your inner critic? Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob.
I think the question is wrong because I never silenced the inner critic in me. Anyway, I love this topic for the sheer factor that the two interesting words are the inner critic. So most of the time they say that the battle is half won. I won't say half. I think battle is fully won if you silence your inner critic, which is a very difficult job to do. Did I ever silence my inner critic? I don't think so. Or probably for a very short period of time when you achieve success and you are very happy about it, you feel that the critic is silenced for a while. But after a few minutes or few hours, the critic is back in action and will not be able to silence the critic. So like we had the educational session today from Vinod, the self-doubts are part of and parcel of the whole process. I think when we conquer the self-doubt, inner critic, we move to the next level of conquering. At different levels, the different styles of inner critic comes in. Most of the time, inner critic has a louder voice than the inner cheerleader in us. I think it is us to listen to what is the inner cheerleader saying and dance to the tunes of the inner cheerleader than listening to the inner critic and falling for him. I think when was the last time I won the inner cheerleader is the ideal question. So over to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Thank you. All table topic speeches are coming out like mini education sessions after our PKD session, I think. Thank you. Everybody's speeches are very inspiring. Thank you. You all had a good injection of self-booster this morning, I think. Next time, seeing Toastmaster Navneeta raised his hand. So, number between 1 to 15, except 9, 3, 8, 5, 6.
7.
7. It's becoming like a mobile number now, I think. Okay, so again, let me quickly share my screen. One time you proved yourself wrong. One time you proved yourself wrong, Toastmaster Navneeta.
Okay. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Priyan. Thank you for this topic. I was, thinking myself maybe not so cheerful. Whether I would be able to, create that cheerfulness among a crowd and able to, run a fantastic show. So I was, kind of that. I myself had a self-doubt on myself, saying, okay, maybe my personality is this, and I was, pretty much with that comfort zone. But someone once, I don't know where did they find me. They put me on a spot, with them. I don't know whether with my title, they thought, I could deliver it. They put me on the spot for a game show that I had to conduct. it was totally like, this is not at all my profile. How come, they put this to me, like, run a game show in Las Vegas, in a office, an annual event among 100 plus people. So that was like something not me. But then I thought, I prepared it, I took it, I could probably try it out because somebody thought, again, it was assigned on the job, right? So I have taken it up and I did my 100%, preparation and all that. But I was actually more doubtful about my ability to deliver, the kind of um, energy that you create among the crowd, and you run that show for 1 hour, right? So that was my self-doubt. But I think I proved it was wrong, because in 5 minutes I took over the stage and able to deliver and get so much of an energy among the audience, and it was such a vibe that I could create that I never thought I could do it. So that was the moment that I felt, I proved myself wrong. Thank you. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your personal experience and showing us how you proved yourself wrong. And yeah, we have also seen your debating skills in the past meetings. Keep proving yourself wrong. One more topic. Who would like to go? Last topic for today. Okay, if there are no takers, I would like to pass the control to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Karthik. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Priyank, for that wonderful table topic session, as the topics were aligned with the theme of the meeting. With this, we have come to the last portion of the meeting, where our timer, Shivakumar ji, will give the timer report for the table topic session. So, Toastmaster Shivakumar, over to you.
Hi, thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. Okay, so the timer, as a timer role, I just noted down the timings, and then these are the results. Education sessions, 26 minutes. Table topic, Uma took 1 minute 45 seconds. Divya took 1 minute 10 seconds. Shivakumaran take 1 minute 55 seconds. Punitavadi take 1 minute 10 seconds. Alex, 1 minute 30 seconds. Navanida, 1 minute 45 seconds. Yeah, here is the results. Thanks, Karthikeyan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumar ji. And we have come to the final session, and I call upon SAA to launch the polls for the best table topic speaker.
Yes, just launching the poll. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Toastmaster Vinod Kumar, for the wonderful session, which we all need as a Toastmaster. We all self-doubt ourselves, and then we want to become fearless. Thank you. It's an eye-opening session. Thank you, DTM Priyank, all the role players, and all the participants and guests. And the poll is launched. I would like to give back the control to our president, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Karthik, for taking us through this enthralling session. And I'd like to thank Toastmaster Vinod Kumar for joining us this morning. Out of his busy schedule, maybe he has to travel now. That's what he said. So thank you so much, Vinod. It was really an interesting session, and there's definitely great takeaway from that to excel whatever we are doing and come out of the comfort zone and tackle the day-to-day challenges which are bound to be there in every walk of our life, whether it is professional life, personal life, or even in Toastmasters. Yes. So yeah, and another takeaway that I have today is, yeah, your average of your 5 companions whom you keep. Thank you so much for that. It's a great takeaway. I'd like to invite some of the guests as while we are waiting for the results, the voting, for their feedback.
Master, can you revoke my co-host access so that I can vote?
Okay, yes, just.
Yeah, can I invite some of the guests for a quick feedback and what do they feel about the meeting? And anyone? Any volunteers from the guests?
Hi, Satish. Raja here. No, today is as I guess, first session. I enjoyed very thoroughly. That especially Vinod Kumar session was so nice. Uh, selfless, self, self-doubting. Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, kind of, I'm getting inspired. But what I have gone through in YouTube and what I'm seeing here, it's completely different. So I feel I landed in the right place. That's what I feel that table topic segment I thought of joining, but since I'm guest, I'm not sure whether I can join or not. That's the reason I didn't raise my hand. Thanks for this opportunity, Navanid, someone who enrolled me as a guest. Thanks, Sadish and Vinod Kumar. A wonderful topic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks for all your time and helping us to shape up our career life and bringing the confidence in us. I think you people are doing very wonderful job. I must thank you all people. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Raja. I mean, for table topics, yes, all the guests are welcome to participate in the table topics. In fact, we keep it very clearly in our messaging also in the WhatsApp group. In the next meetings, when you join, please participate in the table topics.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Everyone. Thank you so much. Any other guest who would like to give feedback? You're comfortable?
We got a lot of insights today from our PQD Vinod Kumar. Thank you, sir, for joining us and sharing your knowledge. Definitely, we were blessed to have you today and get great learnings. Hope we'll follow whatever steps you have given us and reach greater heights and overcome our limitations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uma Natarajan. Sergeant at Arms, Daniel, is the voting completed? Can we go ahead
Yes,
and...
yes, the voting has been done. The result is ready now. Before announcing the result, any guesses who will be the best table topic speaker? Any guesses from the audience? No. Okay, the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Uma Nataraj. Big round of applause to Toastmaster Uma Nataraj.
Thank you. I was self-doubting myself and I thought Navneet Krishnan will be the best speaker.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms. Congratulations, Toastmaster Uma Natarajan, for winning the table topics today. And we are going to have our competition season starting, and already our Vice President Education has put a voting in our groups on which contests we all wanted to participate. I mean, all the members are welcome. Please choose where you want to compete, and let's prepare ourselves to rock the stage. That's one thing that is upcoming, and we're also working on club success plan, and we want to submit it soon to the Toastmasters International. So please come out with which pathways you want to complete and what level you want to reach. So this is a very important aspect in our Toastmasters journey, apart from just giving the speeches. And also, It's important that we all keep updating our speeches and our pathways completed in the Toastmaster International site. If you all want any guidance, please reach out to VP Education, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. But from this, Shivakumaran, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, are there any further updates or announcements you have today?
Yeah, thank you, Satish. We have members, most of the guests are left, I think. But yeah, one main update is I would like more role players to take up the roles. I have shared the flyer yesterday. So the template is main role, which is TMOD, Table Topic Master, and General Evaluator. Please take a role in a month. And auxiliary, timer, R counter, and grammarian, and then speaker and evaluator. So if you rotate one member, one role for a month, I mean, on each sections, then as a club, the experience will be good, and it is we can rotate our roles sequentially and get our results on timely basis. So that's what I request all of you members. Please enroll for the roles to run the meeting and get more experience with the Toastmaster journey. That is one, and like we mentioned, our humorous and evaluation competitions are coming up, contests are coming up. So I would request all of you to participate more and showcase your whatever you prepared for. So as a club, we can experience more inside our club itself, and then prepare well and go for our area contest. So please be prepared. In another 2 weeks, we will start to get that final date for this contest, humorous and evaluation. So I request all of you to please prepare and share your thoughts in the group so we can discuss and do that, how better we can run the contest at club level, and also your participations and how better we can do it. We can work on that. So these two updates I would request for all of you to help me with doing the process better. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Shivakumaran, for that update. Before we go away, whoever is left out in the meeting, can we have the videos on so that we can keep the memories as a photograph snap of the speaker? Yeah, thank you. I'll just give me a moment to take a snap of it. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
See,
So
thank you all.
much the meeting. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.